Watch. Okay, that's good. Right? You feel that? That's soulful. What's up, guys? How you guys doing on a Friday night? What? Give it up for my brother hosting this bitch. Yeah, my little brother. All right, don't give it up for him. I guess he sucks. Fuck you, Travis. I'm trying to get you some love, dude. Give it up for me. Give it up for Big Jake. I'm Chad, my friend Chad, one of my good friends. Thank you for coming out tonight, you guys. I really appreciate it. It's a Friday night. You guys could be doing anything, but you're here. So, thank you. Okay? Give it up for me one more time. This is easy. I'm killing it. Let's just talk about stuff, guys. Can we all agree? America's great now, right? We're supposed to make it great again. It's great now, right? Government shut down. This is crazy. This is what you expected, right? I'm not super political, but I have to start on it because, I think it's funny. I don't care who you voted for real. I don't. But I'm going to be honest. I did not vote for Donald Trump because I'm Mexican, okay? I want to stay here. I like it. There was a part of me that was a little sad when Donald Trump got elected because I thought that if Donald Trump got elected, that Tupac would come out of hiding. And he didn't, dude, and that's sad because now Tupac is really dead. He's really dead. We're going 20 years for him to come back, and it's not happening, guys. I'm sorry. But the thing was, okay, like I said, I don't care who you voted for, but the thing that was bothering me was all these people that were talking about, if Donald Trump gets elected, I'm moving to Canada. If Donald Trump gets elected, moving to Canada. Guys, do you guys know these people? Do you know anybody that actually moved to Canada? No. Not one person. And what bothered me was I was like, dude, how come I haven't heard one person say, if Donald Trump gets elected, I'm moving to Mexico? They're the same distance apart, dude. Okay? Canada is our the border in the north. Mexico is our southern border. Are you kidding me? I knew people in El Paso. They were like, I'm moving to Canada. I'm like, you can fucking walk to Mexico. It's right there. You can see it. Why are you trying to move to Canada? And then I'm like, dude, honestly, why would you pick Canada? Oh, I would rather move to Mexico, dude. The food in Mexico, way better than the food in Canada. It's way better, okay? Not all of you guys are on board. Let me ask you a question. When's the last time anybody in this room was like, you know what? I feel like Canadian food tonight. Yeah, nobody, dude. Canadian food sucks. They have one thing that they're known for. It's called poutine, okay? It's French fries and sour cream and cheese and I don't eat carbs, guys, okay? I'm not eating poutine. I gotta be on camera. Camera at 10 pounds. I can't fuck with that. Thank you. But this is the thing, okay? What really bothered me, like I said, I'm not super political. What really bothered me was the whole slogan, "Make America Great Again." Okay? That's a stupid slogan, dude, because I don't know where you guys come from. America's already great, okay? You know how I know America's great, okay? A history lesson. My mom died. My dad went to prison. I get paid to tell jokes. That's a great fucking country. Right? Let me ask you a question, young lady. How old were you when you got your driver's license? 21. Okay, a little slow, but that's fine. I did not know this person. 21? Dude. What happened? What? Yes. 21. Jesus Christ. Okay, but here's the thing. 16. Yeah, exactly. This is my point. In Saudi Arabia, women just got allowed to drive 2 months ago. This is a great country. You can drive since you're 21. Okay? Right? There's 60-year-old women in Saudi Arabia that just got to drive 2 weeks ago. Also, in certain countries, you get murdered for being gay. You can be gay here. It's a great country. That's all I'm saying. It's a great country. Like, the country could be better. Like, of course. America's not perfect. Okay? If you really want to make a difference, I'm going to run for office in 2024. Just put it out there. Why not, dude? I never choked anybody in high school like that one dude. I could run for president, you know what I mean? You don't get that joke, watch the news. It was all over the place. But like, bro, I could run for office, and my platform would be, okay, if we really want to make this country better, we just need to start putting restrictions on who's allowed to have kids in this country, okay? Because we let anybody have kids, dude, and that's our future, okay? Some of you guys aren't on board with that. You're probably the people I'm talking about, okay? Think about it, okay? It's harder to sign up for Netflix than it is to make a baby here.
Yeah, right.
If you went home tonight and signed up for Netflix, you have to have a password on file, uppercase letter, lowercase letter, a number, a credit card. That takes like 5 minutes. It takes 2 seconds to have a kid. Right? Also, think about it. There's people in this room, you guys all know people that have told you, hey, we're having a baby. And you're like, oh, shit. Right? Can't let anybody have a baby. It's crazy. Some of you guys in this room are those people that someone thought that about. Here's the thing, honestly. When I run for president in 2024, okay, this is my platform. Just start putting restrictions on who's allowed to have kids. I already made a list of the people that I think should not be allowed to have kids. That's it. I'm getting ready, dude. Okay? This is not, I made a list. This is not in order of importance. Okay? They're all equally important. First group of people that should not be allowed to have kids. Anybody that doesn't know the difference between the words your and your shouldn't be allowed to have kids. Those people are fucking dumb, dude. That's a third grade education. Are you kidding me? That's 2 different words, okay? And also, for the record, not everyone gets that joke. You guys are fucking dumb, dude. Don't have kids. It's 2 different words, okay? Thank you. This is the next group of people that should not be allowed to have kids. We all drive, you know, we live in LA. Everything's far, we drive. Okay, you guys, everyone in here, at some point has been in your car, and maybe there's a merging lane, right? Or maybe there's like a turn lane. And my point is, you're in your car and you let someone into your lane when you don't have to, because you're nice. And because you were nice, you want that person to look at you in the eye and acknowledge the fact that you were nice and just give you like a little hand gesture, right? But then they don't? Fuck those people. Those people are assholes. Yeah. They should not be allowed to have kids, dude. Because they're going to have asshole kids. And we don't need more assholes in this country. This one, not everyone's going to be on board with this one, and that's fine. But you guys have seen these people. There's people, you guys have seen them. They've got baseball caps. And then for some stupid reason, they leave a sticker on the outside part of the cap, dude! What the fuck is that? A sticker that tells them what size hat you wear. What size hat you wear? That's stupid, dude. Okay? You guys have seen it, dude. They walk around and it's like, why do we let people, that's such a douchey thing to do. Okay? If I was on stage right now, which I am, but if I was on stage right now, okay, and I had a sticker, medium, 30, 10 and a half. You guys are like, what's wrong with this guy? But like the hat, it's fine, dude. That's stupid. That's seriously, okay, for real, that's the douchiest thing that you can do. Okay? To wear a kid hat, actually, you're white. There's one thing douchier than that, okay? If you actually physically pour douche on your body, that's douchier. You know? You're clean afterwards, right? My point is, those people will obviously raise douchey kids, so let them have kids, okay? This next one is also, not everyone's going to agree with this, and that's fine. Some of these are for me, okay? Anybody that has tattoos on their face should not be allowed to have kids, dude. I'm sorry. You make that decision. You can't be responsible for life for 18 years, dude. I'm sorry. A tattoo on your face. I like tattoos, guys. I like tattoos. Just not on your face, okay? Think about what your kid has to go through, okay? Explaining to his friends his whole life why his dad has the word money tattooed on his forehead. But his family has no money. Because you know they don't have any money, dude. You know what I mean? Or how about this one? Hey, Johnny, how come your dad has a teardrop tattooed on his cheek? Yeah, exactly. because Johnny's dad killed people. Yeah, we can't let murderers have kids in this country. Except for Ray Lewis, but whatever. Oh, a big Baltimore Ravens crowd? Fuck you guys! He cock-blocked me in 2005, and I still remember. Yeah, how would you like to get cock-blocked by Ray Lewis? This isn't even part of my act. I just thought about it now. I just thought about it. Anyway. But I like tattoos, guys. Like I said, I like tattoos. Like, one of the things I think is really sexy, just a thing, I like when girls have, like, the tattoo on their ribs right here that says, like, fuck me in the asshole or something right here. You know what I mean? Right here. Like, even if it doesn't say that, we know that's what it really says. You know what I mean? Right? You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Every girl, I'm telling you. Are there any girls in the audience willing to admit they have a tattoo on the side of their head? And that reaction alone tells me that she likes taking the fucking asshole. For sure. The last group of people that I think should not be allowed to have kids is anybody that voted for Donald Trump should not be allowed to have kids. Sorry. I'm sorry. We're going to die. It's your fault. I like when I'm home, like here in LA, because I can tell that joke. Because I told that joke in Oklahoma and almost got shot. I almost got shot. Listen, okay, so for full disclosure, I would have voted for Bernie. I was not a Hillary. I was not a Hillary fan. But I wasn't going to vote for Donald Trump because I wasn't a Hillary fan. You know what I mean? Like, that's silly to me. That would be like me saying, you know what? I'm not going to have sex with this girl that has syphilis. But I'm going to have sex with this girl that has AIDS instead. Exactly. But this dude in Oklahoma, so they can carry guns in Oklahoma. And so this dude, I told that joke, and he yells out, "Anyone that votes for Hillary needs to be shot, you stupid spick." Sorry, that's their name. And I was like, "What's a spick?" He's like, "You're Mexican." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, it's wetback." What's a spit? What's a spit, dude? What year is this? Like, just so you know, Mr. Redneck, if you're gonna yell a racial slur at somebody, it needs to be universally understood that that slur is gonna offend that person. Otherwise, it's just a word, right? And he's like, "Well, what's a wetback?" I'm like, "I can't explain it to you." Like, we swam across the border, so like wetback, dude. Like, you can't be stupid and racist. Actually, you can. You can be. Thank you. No, like I don't have anything. I really do think we should put restrictions on who's allowed to have kids. I don't have kids myself. I'm not ready yet. I'm just not at that point yet where I'm ready. But like I'm at the point where like all my friends have kids, and I'm like my brothers have kids and stuff, and I just like. Here's the thing, you guys. I would have kids. Kids are great. Okay, you have kids? Awesome. Good for you. Having kids is great if you don't have shit going on. Okay, I have shit going on. So I'm not having kids. My friends try to force it on me. You need to have kids, dude. And I'm like, actually, I don't, because all of my friends with kids make it sound like it's the worst fucking thing. They blame everything on the fact that they have kids. Hey, I'm a really big Justin Timberlake fan. I got my little brother. You guys met him, right? Hey, dude, let's go to a Justin Timberlake concert. He's like, "Oh, I can't. I have my son's party. Like, I don't have any money." I'm like, "Okay, cool." One of my other buddies has kids. "Hey, dude, let's go to the Dodger game. I'm a big Dodger fan." "Oh, I can't, dude. I got my son's birthday this week." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And then a couple months later, someone will have the audacity to be like, "Hey, when are you gonna have kids?" I'm like, "I don't know. Everyone that I know makes it sound like I can't go to Justin Timberlake concerts and Dodger games if I have kids." That sounds horrible. Okay. And then my next friend, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, but some of my friends with kids have let themselves go. But they blame it on the fact that they have kids. Like, "Hey man, like you know, Pete, you're in good shape, man." I'm in good shape, right? It's fine. And I know, dude. Like,
Did they have the kids?
What?
But did they have kids?
Wait, what? The boys?
Yeah.
Of course not.
birth the children. They're still blaming on the kids though.
Exactly. That's my point. This is why I don't want to have them. I don't know who that is. It's not interactive, like I plant someone in the audience. Like, hey, I'm gonna tell that joke. Yell this part out really quick. Not part of that. But this is the thing. So they're like, how do you stay in such good shape, Pete? I'm like, well, I didn't give up, dude. You know what I kept trying. You know? And then the following thing is, that's easy for you to stay in shape, Pete. You don't have any kids. I'm like, fucking exactly, dude! That's what I've been telling you this whole time. So now I think that if I have kids, I can't go to Dodger games, I can't go to Justin Timberlake concerts, and I'm gonna get fat. No way, dude, that sounds horrible. Nobody I know with kids is like, you know what, dude, it was so awesome. I got kids, but we went to Vegas last night, we did some blow, we got some hookers, it was awesome, having kids is great. Like, no one ever says that. Like I said, if you let yourself go, it's fine, dude. But what bothers me is like some of my friends that have let themselves go, they try to make fun of me. Like, oh, you're too skinny, Pete. You need to put some weight on. I'm like, I'm not too skinny, dude. I weigh the same as I did in high school. I weigh the exact same weight as I did in high school, okay? You, on the other hand, not so much. Okay? Just being real. Then, oh yeah? My wife still thinks my belly's sexy. No, she fucking doesn't. Your wife does not find your big belly sexy, okay? I promise. Your wife, she probably loves you. For sure. She loves you, which means she'll have sex with you, she'll sleep with you because she loves you. But don't fucking think that she thinks you're attractive. For real. And you know, I know, but yeah, she does. Okay, all right, really? Do me a favor, dude. Ask your wife who her fucking celebrity crush is. Oh. Yeah, you better say that she likes that fat fucking cholo from Training Day. That what she look like, dude. It's always like The Rock or like Channing Tatum. I'm like, hey bro, you don't look like the fucking Rock. No, I don't know. So then they're like, oh yeah, well, who is your girlfriend like? I'm not married, because I'm smart. Now, who is your girlfriend like? And I'm like, oh yeah, who is my girlfriend's celebrity crush? How about a dude on Queen of the South that looks just fucking like me? So fuck you, dude. I'm her type. You're not so much with your wife. Okay? That's all. But here's the thing, what bothers me is that all my friends with kids invite me to their kids' birthday parties. And I'm just gonna, on behalf of everybody that doesn't have kids, stop inviting us to your fucking kids' birthday parties. We don't want to go to your kid's birthday party, okay? There's nothing for a dude in his 30s to do by himself at a kid's birthday party for his friend, okay? I can't jump in the big jumpy thing. I can't eat any of the hot dogs or nachos. I don't eat that shit. We already talked about this, okay? One of my friends, dude, sends me a birthday card, okay, for his 4-year-old's birthday party. Spider-Man on the cover. Hey, Zach wants you to swing to his 4th birthday party. I see what you're doing with the Spider-Man, but I'm not 4 years old, dude. That's not gonna excite me. You know what I mean? If I'm being honest, just be honest with me. Just send me a note that says, hey man, my son's turning 4, send a present. I'll be like, fuck that, dude, here's a present. Happy birthday. I don't want to buy your, if I'm being honest, I don't want to buy your kid a present because the last time I was at my friend's house, his kid told me to go fuck myself. Okay? Yeah, you want me to buy him a present, dude? No way. Okay? Since we're recording this, I should specify. The 4-year-old didn't actually say, go fuck yourself. But I went to go visit my friend. He's got 4 kids, okay? I haven't seen him in months. I go visit him, okay? And then I'm talking to my friend, catching up, haven't seen him. And then the kids are playing, they're like 4 or 5. And then the mom, while they're mid-playing, hey, tell your dad's friend Peter hi. And the kid has to stop playing. Hi. Yeah, in his 4-year-old brain, he just told me to go fuck myself. I think the real reason, though, that I'm not ready to have kids yet, other than the fact that I'm career-oriented, is like, I don't really have a good relationship with my dad. my dad is a felon who went to prison for selling meth. Yeah. I mean, I guess. Woo. Did you know him? That's weird. That doesn't happen very often. Here's the thing. So, having a dad that sells meth, you guys, is a lot like having a dad that sells those Herbalife supplements. Yeah. It's very similar, except the stuff that my dad sold actually works. The fact that you're laughing so hard at that. Have you ever sold Herbalife? You tried it, it didn't work! That's my time! No, just kidding. No, it doesn't work. But this is the thing. So, just to give you guys like a little timeline of my life, my dad was also smoking meth. And so he was smoking meth, selling meth. This was kind of going on when I was like in high school and college, which is kind of cool because my dad was always able to help me with my chemistry homework. It's pretty cool. He's very knowledgeable in the metric system, which is great. The rest of you guys need to get out more. That's hilarious. But here's the thing. We're having fun, right? Let me do this. I like to do this whenever I am. I don't ever do this. Make some noise if you know anyone that's been incarcerated. That's the late count right there. Okay, cool. Just for fun. Make noise if you're here tonight with the person that you know that got incarcerated. Like the same people. That's great. That's great. Okay, so this is the thing. So I grew up in the hood, you know. I knew a lot of kids that went to like juvie and stuff, but until my dad, I never actually personally knew someone that went to prison. And what I didn't know before that was that they have like access to cell phones in prison. Like people sneak cell phones into prison. So when my dad was locked up, I would get these phone calls from like random phone numbers, and I wouldn't recognize the number, so I'd answer it. I'd be like, hello? And my dad would be like, hey son, it's your dad. I'm like, did you break out of prison, dude? Like, where are you calling me from? He's like, no, I just called to say hi, just called to say I love you. I gotta go. That's it. I'm like, that's so weird. I went to go visit him. I'm like, hey dude, how are you always calling me from like random cell phone numbers like in here? He's like, I got credit, be home. I'm like, okay, no you don't, dude. You gotta make it from the house. Like, you got your car. You got your car repossessed. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. Do you know my dad, sir? So I was like, you don't have credit. He's like, no, son. You know how I don't have any teeth, son? I'm like, yeah, dude, I tell that when I tell jokes every night, dude, it's hilarious. He says, well, when they give us food in here, every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, they give us apples. And because I don't have any apples, because I don't have any teeth, I can't eat my apples, so I give my apples to the guys in here, and that's my credit. They let me use their phones. They're the ones that sneak their cell phones in here. Yeah, so my dad is Johnny Appleseed in prison. Awesome. I would love to buy stuff with apples. Are you kidding me? Like, those Jordans will be 47 apples. I'm like, here you go, dude. Awesome. But yeah, so my dad got out of prison, and then he got locked up in jail for some, he's been in and out over the last few years and stuff. So a few months ago, my dad was getting out of jail, and I have another brother that you guys didn't meet, but we went to go pick my dad up when he got out of jail. And then we're waiting for my dad to get out of jail. We're in the parking lot waiting for my dad to get out. And then the police approached the car that we were in because we looked suspicious. Okay? Which I don't know if you guys, that's just police code for Mexicans in a car. And we were Mexicans in a car. So it turned out my other brother had a warrant out for his arrest because he didn't go to court for a speeding ticket that he got. He had a failure to appear warrant. Okay? So we're waiting for my dad to get out of jail. And at the same time, they're taking my little brother to jail. Yeah, under most circumstances, super stressful, crazy situation. I'm a comedian. Okay? I'm always looking for inspiration. I was like, dude, we're doing a prisoner exchange right now, and this is fucking awesome. This is awesome, dude. I've always wanted to do a prisoner exchange. Are you kidding me? You guys watch movies and TV shows, you see the prisoner exchange, you're like, oh, I'd love to do that. I did it, guys. It was dope. Okay? I wish I had like a black bag, put it up my brother's head, and be like, all right, go, dude. You know what I mean? Like an episode of Homeland or something, you know? So what ends up happening is, my dad walks out of the jailhouse, notices that my brother's missing, and he's like, where's your brother? I said, dude, we traded him for you. Yeah, dude, that's how they do it in Trump's America now, Dad. Yeah, if you let one Mexican on the street, you have to take one off. Those are the rules. Yeah, 1 for 1, yeah. That's making America great, guys. People think it's mean that I make fun of my dad every night in front of strangers. So I'll let you guys in on a secret. Growing up my whole life, my dad gave me a hard time for being gay. Yeah, he made fun of me. The kids call it bullying now. My dad made fun of me for being gay, which I think is funny now because I'm not gay. You guys are assholes for laughing. No, like everything I did growing up, that wasn't like super macho, my dad would make fun of me and say I was gay. Like, I'm not trying to brag, you guys, I'm an amazing dancer, okay? That's not funny, dude. Why is that funny? I'll battle you right now, dude. I'm so good. I really am an amazing dancer. You follow me on Instagram, put dancing in my time. Here's the thing, so I was in my high school dance team, okay? My dad would make fun of me and say that I was gay, okay? He caught me making out with my friend Mike one time and he thought I was gay. I'm just kidding, guys. No, he didn't catch us. But whenever I'd go visit my dad in prison, I would find him. I'd be like, hey, Dad, who's gay now, bitch? Right? Like, he didn't have any teeth. I don't know what you did in there, dude. You know what I mean? He still thinks I'm gay to this day. Like, he still makes fun of me. He's like, I know you're gay. I'm like, I'm not. But first of all, it's 2019, Dad. Okay, stop being so homophobic. Okay, you need to be homoprobic. Right? It's a word I made up. It's the opposite of homophobia. You're welcome. Yeah. Hashtag homophobic. What? And I'm like, dude, I'm not gay. He's like, well, yeah. How can you never bring girls to come visit me? I'm like, probably because you're always locked up, dude. I don't know. Like, I can't just meet a girl and be like, you know what, you're so awesome. I'd love for you to meet my dad. Oh, I'd love to meet your dad. Where is he? I'm like, well, he's in San Quentin right now, dude. And you can't just bring random girls into prison. I don't know if you guys seen Silence of the Lambs. It doesn't turn out well sometimes, okay? And if you haven't seen Silence of the Lambs, where the fuck you been? It was Best Picture in 1991, dude. That's an awesome movie. But here's the thing. So my dad's homophobic, dude. It's whatever, you know. And this is what bothers me. No, it doesn't bother me, but like, I'm gonna get serious for a second. As the checks are being dropped. Here's the thing. I'm gonna get serious for a second, so just strap in. A couple years ago, there was a shooting at a gay nightclub in Orlando, Florida. You guys remember that? Yeah. Pulse nightclub, mass shooting. We could all agree, anytime there's a mass shooting, it's senseless death, it's tragic, it's awful, right? We could all agree on that. That one hit close to home with me because I travel the country doing stand-up. You know, and I go to a lot of little places like Oklahoma City, Little Rock, whatever. And a lot of times when I go to these cities, I don't like going out, but if I am in these places, you know, I'll go to the gay club. You know, it's usually a good time. You know, I get my drinks paid for. You know, it's great for my self-esteem. It's awesome. So when that one happened, it hit close to home because I was like, dude, that could have been any gay club in any city in the country. I could have been there. You know, and heaven forbid, I'm at a gay club one night, just having a good time. and then I get shot, and then my dad's flipping through the news, he sees my name on the obituary, he's like, I knew he was gay, and I'm like, no! It's a pretty dark joke, huh? I know. That's my darkest joke. It gets lighter after that. But here's the thing, dude. I deal with homophobia on a daily basis, which is weird for me because it's like I said, it's 2019. I feel like people should be homophobic, but like this happens to me. I work out at this gym in West Hollywood. Okay, West Hollywood, you guys, the gayest city in the world. Okay, and I deal with homophobia there. Like you can tell I work out, right? Let's be honest. You can tell, of course. Yeah. It's not funny. Like you can tell I work out. Like I'm wearing a medium, but I can wear a small. You get it, right? Okay, cool. But this happens to me every time I'm at my gym. I'm at the gym, and there's 2 water faucets right next to each other, and I'm always filling up my water bottle, the water faucet. And here comes always, every time, a different meathead. They won't get water next to me. They'll stand behind me and wait for me to finish getting water because for some reason, in their little homophobic brain, they don't want to be that close to a dude they don't know. And so when I'm filling up my water bottle, like I don't want to be rushed, and I'm like, hey man, this happened to me the other day. I was like, hey dude, you don't have to wait for me to finish getting water. That water faucet works. And the guy was like, oh no bro, I'll wait. That's gay. Yeah, what is right? It's stupid. I said, that's not how gay works, dude, okay? Not how gay works. I don't know if there's anybody gay here, but that's not how gay works, okay? You could ask anybody that's gay, they're not going to be like, you know what, I was straight my whole life, and then one day I was at the gym, and I was getting water. Yeah. I was getting water next to the guy, I got some gay juice on my face, I started sucking cock, like I'm gay now. That's not how it works. And also, if that was like the moment that you realized you were gay, like you were already gay to begin with. I know. What bothers me, this is what bothers me, okay? There's straight dudes are always afraid of being labeled as gay. It's always straight dudes. Girls don't care, okay? Straight dudes are always worried about being labeled as gay, and honestly, straight men, we do some of the gayest stuff that there is. Okay? I'm not gonna make fun of anybody. How old are you? You look great. It's dark. Can you just? Have you ever made out with one of your girlfriends? Never? Ever? Not even once? Just for fun? Okay, you kissed a girl. Okay, that's all I need, of course. Let me ask you a question, dude. What's your name? Huh? Steven? Have you ever with one of your dude friends? Yeah, fuck no, right? Yeah, because you don't want them to think you're gay, right? Of course, right? They don't care. I know you're not gay. I mean, I don't know, but like maybe, whatever. But that's my point, is like guys don't want people to think that they're gay. So they'll avoid any possible thing. But like I said, we do the gay stuff, dude. I play baseball, okay? I work out a lot, whatever. I spend a lot of time. And every straight dude in here, okay? There's not one straight dude in here that hasn't been in a locker room, in a bathroom, another man has his pants down, and you just, because you're curious, you want to know how you measure up, you just look over to see how you measure up against the guy. You're not going to do anything with it, but you just want to know. Just for yourself, you look over, you take a glance, and then sometimes you haven't beat, you look over, you're like, yeah, fuck that guy, I got him. Yeah, right? And then the rest of the day, you walk around with a little bit more bounce in your step, right? You're awesome. Yeah. Sometimes it backfires, though. You're like, fuck that guy. It happens. But that's kind of gay, dude, to do that, if I'm being honest. Like, okay, like I said, I grew up in the hood, okay? We grew up poor, whatever. I grew up in a home where we couldn't take a shower and flush the toilet at the same time. A couple people, okay? The rest of you guys had more money than me growing up. Fuck you guys. That's how we were, dude. But so, like, as a kid, I was always fascinated whenever I went to someone's house where they had like one of those shower heads that you could pull off the thing. Because that meant they had money, dude, and that was awesome. And even still, as an adult, it still fascinates me. I travel the country doing comedy. I love when I go to a place and they have a shower head. I can pull up, because I do this. I take a shower head, I pull it up, rinse my body out, you know, and then at one moment, I'll just take some water, shoot it right up there, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Like just to make sure I'm extra clean, you know? But at the same time, I'm like, I think this kind of feels good too. I think that might be gay. I don't know. Maybe. Have you done that? No? Never. How do you clean your asshole, sir? With your finger? That's gay as fuck. Gay as fuck. I don't want to touch you on the other hand. See? That's pretty gay. This guy cleans his asshole with his finger. That's hilarious. Sometimes the jokes just write themselves, you guys. Here's the thing. I do have a message here. And the thing is like, yeah, I'm trying to teach you guys a lesson. In 2019, I just think it's weird that there's still people that are afraid of being labeled as gay. Because at this point, there's 57 different sexual identities. Like why are you just worried about those two? You know what I mean? There's so many different sexual identities. I don't even know what this is, you guys, okay? I like getting Q-tips. I stick it in my ear. I give myself an eargasm. It feels amazing. Of course. It feels amazing. An eargasm. Everybody does it, dude, okay? But I discovered, just trust me on this, dude. I discovered this, okay? Give myself I was sitting on the toilet, okay? Use your imagination. And I was cleaning out my ear with a Q-tip, dude. Give myself an eargasm. And there's a moment, you guys, when you're giving yourself and you relieve yourself. It's the most amazing feeling you're ever gonna have in your life, dude. No, it feels so good. Dude, I was sitting there. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know what this is, but this is what I identify as sexually now. Yeah, that's my sexual identity now. I'm like, hey, what are you? I'm like, I'm LGBT Q-tip. You're welcome. Thank you. Every time I do a show, I have two goals. First goal, can I see that really quick? Yeah. Yeah. First goal every time I do a show is for someone to be like, wow, that guy's funny. I'm going to follow him on social media, see what he's up to. Goal number one. Goal number two is that one person goes home, is like, you know what? He was fucking right, man. That shit was amazing. Hashtag LGBTQ-tip. Okay? I wrote that joke a few months ago, okay? And then about a month ago, I stuck my Q-tip so far, I made my ear bleed. Like there was physical blood coming out of my ear. And I had an ear infection. Everyone's like, you're not supposed to stick Q-tip in your ear. I'm like, yeah? What the fuck else can you do with a Q-tip? You buy a Q-tip, it says, don't stick it in your ear. I'm like, yeah, really, asshole? What the fuck else do you do with a Q-tip? Exactly, stick it in your fucking ear. What, you say makeup? I'm not gonna put makeup on, dude. This is no filter, homie. This is fun. These are all like true stories. So I started doing stand-up 6 years ago because I was with this girl for 4 years and she cheated on me. And I caught her cheating on me, which obviously broke my heart, made me really sad. It messed me up, man. I don't think anyone's ever been cheated on. Catching someone, it's the worst feeling, okay? And they sent me, I was severely depressed. I had to go see a therapist, okay? And then my therapist was like, you should do stand-up comedy, and then I did. And what happened was I started doing stand-up, and it was just great. It was like this whole awakening, right? And I didn't speak to my ex-girlfriend for like 3 years, okay? A few months ago, I was on TV with the Backstreet Boys. It's whatever, it's fine. I'm not trying to And so my ex-girlfriend called me, and she's like, I just saw you on TV with the Backstreet Boys. Like, that's so cool. Like, you're doing comedy now? Like, that's so cool. That's so awesome. I'm so proud of you. We should catch up. Well, I had sex with 3 of her friends. Yeah. And then we're caught up. That's a redemption story. But I have a girlfriend now, currently, and my girlfriend's from Oklahoma. That is funny. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever been to Oklahoma, but don't go. But my girlfriend grew up on a farm. My girlfriend grew up on a watermelon farm in Oklahoma. I met her on Farmers Only. But I had never been to Oklahoma. And so, like, when I went for the first time, I'm like, I was kind of nervous, like, I'm from LA. I'm like, what do I do to, like, bond with your dad? She's like, well, just help on the farm. I'm like, okay, no. Like, what else, dude? What else is there? Like, I tell jokes, dude. I don't do manual labor. You know what I mean? Like, my idea of manual labor is hiring somebody named Manuel to do my labor. You know what I mean? So I go to Oklahoma. And I'm like, all right, what do you want me to do, or like whatever, to her dad. And he's like, what can you do? I was like, I don't know, Dad. I've never done any of this before. He's like, you're Mexican? You never worked on a farm before? I was like, what? Like, that's kind of racist, dude. Because I don't know what to do. So they had me do this thing. It's called spot planting. Okay? I don't know if you guys ever done it. All it is, it's a fancy way of saying you get a hoe. And you dig a hole, and you put seeds in a hole, and you pat the dirt, and you do it for like acres and acres for 12 hours, dude. I did it. It was the worst day of manual labor of my life, dude. I had calluses, my back was hurting. I was like, I don't know why you guys did this on purpose. This is stupid. Like why do you actually do this knowingly? Like, you know what I mean? And so then I went back, and then at the end of the day, we all had a big family dinner. Everyone wants to meet the boyfriend from LA, and everyone's making fun of me. They're like, can't believe that you're Mexican. You never worked in a farm. I'm like, okay, that shit's still fucking racist. And then the grandma comes to my defense, and she's like, hey, Pete, don't let them give you a hard time, okay? That is hard work. I started hoeing when I was 15. I looked at my girl, I was like, did you hear what your grandma said, dude? Like, I grew up in the hood. Hoeing means something way different when I grew up. She meant like the hoe, but like, you know what I mean? She's like, yeah, that's how I met her grandfather. I was hoeing on the farm when I was 15. I'm like, okay, that's hilarious. But then, being on the farm, that's when I learned that like a lot of things that we say every day, like come from like farm terms. Like her sister, right, comes home and she's like, these heifers are getting on my nerves. I gotta go check on these heifers. And she leaves, right? And I look at my girlfriend, I'm like, who are these fat chicks that your sister's talking about? And why is she hanging out with these fat chicks if she doesn't like them? You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't know a heifer was a cow, dude. I grew up in LA. I grew up watching Sanford and Son. I thought a heifer was a fat girl. Like, you know what I mean? It's not. It's a cow. But this is the thing. So, like I said, my girlfriend's from Oklahoma, and this is. Sure. We're recording this live. I'm a really big Dodger fan, you guys.
Yeah.
Big diehard Dodger fan. I know, I'm not even pandering. This is legit, okay? Don't say Doyers, because that's racist. Making fun of the way Mexicans say Dodgers. I know. But here's the thing, okay? So, my girlfriend and I have been together for 4 years now, okay? Almost 4 years. And when we first got together, the first year, we had this conversation. I remember it was August 30th, okay? And my girlfriend says, hey, what are we going to do for my birthday? And her birthday is on October 30th. And I had to look at my girlfriend, and I'm like, well, there's actually a possibility the Dodgers might be in the World Series on October 30th. And if the Dodgers are in the World Series, I'm going to be at the World Series game, and I don't know where you're going to be because I can't afford some tickets. Yeah, but then they didn't make it, right? But then what happened? 2017, what happened? The Dodgers made the World Series. Yeah, for the first time in 29 years, dude. Hell yeah. They made the World Series for the first time in 29 years. I'm like, hell yeah, this is awesome. Little side note, I'll take you guys back. So, the reason why, I love the Dodgers, but like, my mom, who I told you guys passed away, my mom passed away when I was 20, okay? My mom took me to my first Dodger game when I was 6 weeks old, okay? Yeah, I remember too. It was great. But, so here's the thing. So I kind of touched on it earlier, but like, we got evicted from my childhood home. So like, I never had like, I could never go back like to like my home. You know what I mean? So like for me, after my mom passed away and everything, like Dodger Stadium for me was like my childhood. You know what I mean? Like every time I go back, there's always something special. So of course, like, and I've never just been to a World Series. The last time the Dodgers made the World Series, I was a kid. My family was poor. We couldn't afford to go to the World Series. So I'm like, if they go, we're going. And so 2017, they made it to the World Series. And my girlfriend's like, I want to go. And I'm like, okay, well, I still can't afford 2 tickets. My girlfriend's like, okay, but I'll buy my own ticket. And I'm like, what? She's like, yeah. She's like, I've never been to a World Series game. I'm like, okay, first of all, you've only been in LA for 3 years, dude, okay? You're from Oklahoma. I've been here my whole life. I've never been to a World Series game. You've been here for 3 years. You think you get to go? Fuck you. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's like, so then she's like, I'll buy my own ticket because I know how much it means to you, and I'll go. And I'm like, it was at that moment that I realized my girlfriend was a lot smarter than I gave her credit for. Because girls, when it comes to us as guys, they know they're very smart. You know, sometimes they have ulterior motives, right? But they know how to push our buttons, and they just know they're smart. So this is what happens. So I go to the World Series, right? And I'm super happy. And I'm like, I walk into the stadium, bucket list. I'm crying, you guys. Okay, I'm overcome with emotion. I'm crying. Okay, it was my first World Series game ever. My girlfriend looks over at me. She's like, "Are you crying?" I'm like, "Yes, dude." Okay, like, why are you crying? I'm like, I'm just so happy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is emotion. She's like, "Okay, but you've never cried over anything that we've done before, ever." Okay, I've been a Dodger fan for 38 years. I've been your boyfriend for 3 years. Okay? That's 35 more years, dude. Do the math. So then she's like, "Oh yeah? Well, you love the Dodgers more than me?" I mean, I love you more than the Angels. I love you more than the Yankees. I love you more than the D-backs. I love you more than 29 other teams, dude. Just don't ask me about the Dodgers, man. I'm sorry. But it was at that moment when I realized, like I said, she was smart, because we go to the World Series, and obviously we're taking a picture, we're uploading it on social media, right? And at that moment, I was like, I have to marry her. This is why, okay? I remember when I was a kid, my mom went to the World Series, you know, and I was like, I loved baseball. I was like, "Mom, what was the World Series like?" You know, I'd always like look at her programs and her ticket stubs, like I was fascinated by it. And I'm like, I know all the stuff I said about not having kids right now, you know, but like when I get older, I probably want to have kids in a few years, you know, and I might have a son that likes baseball like I do, and I want to be able to tell him about like the time I went to the World Series, and he's gonna love it. He's like, "Yeah, what was the World Series like?" I'm like, "Oh, it's so awesome. Do you have a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm pulling out the picture, and it has to be his mom in the fucking picture, right? It has to be his. I can't be like, "Oh," he's gonna be like, "Who's that girl?" I'm like, "Oh, that's the chick I used to fuck before I met your mom." I can't do that. It has to be his mom. And I was like, "Oh, she got me, because now we gotta get married, dude." But what happened? They made the World Series again last year. Oh! And I went without her. Oh, here's the picture. Oh! I went without her this time. But this is the thing. So we're at the World Series, right? And like I said, I'm crying, whatever. And my girlfriend looks over at me. I'm still crying. This is all the same moment. And my girlfriend looks over at me, and I can tell she's like pleased with herself. She's like, "Is this the happiest day of your life?" And I was like, "No, actually, it's not the happiest day of my life." She's like, "Oh yeah, when's the happiest day of your life?" And I think, and in her mind, she wanted me to be like, "Oh, it was the first day that we said I love you," but that wasn't it. So what's the happiest day of your life? I was like, "Well, babe, the happiest day of my life is the day that I found out I didn't have AIDS." Right? Yeah. Okay, I don't know if any of you in here thought that you might have AIDS. Yeah. But If you think you have AIDS, the day that you find out you don't have AIDS, yeah, that becomes the happiest day of your life. But I realized I had never told my girlfriend this story. So I'm like, okay, well, I was 12. Pay attention. Pay attention. When I was 12 years old, just like any other 12-year-old boy, I started pleasuring myself, okay? I don't know how some of you guys did it, but when I was 12, I thought it'd be a good idea to cut a hole in my pillow and just have intercourse with my pillow, dude, okay? Because when you're 12, that feels amazing, okay? Yeah. First of all, when you're 12, anything down there feels amazing. But when you have a pillow, it's great because it's just like, you just do the pillow and then you go inside the pillow, there's no mess, you know what I mean? Yeah, like nobody knows anything, you know what I mean? There's my little secret between me and the pillow. Yeah. I still have the pillow, if you guys want to see it. I still have it. So I had sex with my pillow. And I remember, so this is like early to mid 90s, you know? And so back then, AIDS was still like a big scare back then. Like everybody was still kind of, we weren't sure how you could get AIDS back then, but we knew that it was a thing. Like Magic Johnson had just gotten AIDS, Eazy-E had just gotten AIDS, you know, like everyone's getting AIDS and everyone's freaked out. So I'm in junior high, and we're taking sex education classes, right? And in sex ed, the big thing, they were like, have safe sex. Use a condom every time you have sex, or you'll get AIDS. Have safe sex, or you'll get AIDS. And 12-year-old Peter is like, I haven't been using a condom this whole time. Like, I have AIDS, dude, this sucks. Because they didn't tell us it had to be with a person, you know what I mean? They just said, like, have safe sex. So I wasn't having safe sex with a pillow, and I was like, all right, I guess I have AIDS. So, like, I was freaked out, dude. I thought I really had AIDS, because they scared us so much. Like, every time I got a cold, I was like, oh shit, this is it, I'm gone. You know what I mean? Every time I got sick, the Eazy-E died, and I'm like, well, fuck, there it goes, man, we're all gonna die. You know what I mean? I went along thinking I had AIDS for 2 years, you guys, and it wasn't until I got to high school, okay? I got to high school, I took my first sports physical, okay? And I'm at the doctor's office, and my dad took, this is before the drugs and stuff, and my dad's in the doctor's office with me, and the doctor comes into the office, and he says, Mr. Serge, to my dad, could you leave the room? I need to ask Peter a couple questions. I'm like, fuck. Like I'm about to find out I have AIDS right now. Do you know what I mean? So the doctor comes in and he's like, Peter, do you smoke? Do you drink? Do you do drugs? I'm like, nope. I'm killing this test. What's next? You know what I mean? And then the doctor pops the question. He's like, are you having sex, Peter? He's like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like I'm 14. He's like, okay, are you using protection? No. He's like, okay, do you have multiple partners? And I'm like, no, dude. Just that one partner. Just one. And he's like, well, has your partner been tested? I'm like, no, my partner hasn't been tested, dude. Pretty sure my partner hasn't been tested. So I'm like, do I have AIDS? To the doctor. He's like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, what do you mean? I thought you were gonna tell me that I had AIDS. He's like, no, we didn't do an AIDS test. We just drew your blood. I'm like, he's like, do you want an AIDS test? I'm like, yeah, dude. I thought that's why we were here. But he's like, okay, let's do an AIDS test. So we do an AIDS test right in the doctor's office. I don't know if you guys ever had an AIDS test before. All they do, they prick your finger, they take a piece of blood, they put it underneath the microscope, and then they can see a certain thing. They can tell you right away within like a minute. So we do it. I found out I don't have AIDS, and I'm like, okay. Babe, that was the happiest day of my life. We're still at the Dodger game right here, okay? I'm telling the story to my girlfriend. Yeah, that was the happiest day of my life. So here's the thing. I'm going to leave in a second. But before I leave, I sell shirts after my shows. This shirt you guys might like. It says homophobic on it in rainbow lettering. Yeah, exactly. If you want it, come buy one after the show. If not, come say hello anyway. So here's the thing, guys. I traveled the country doing comedy, okay? And recently, this is a few months ago, but I was in Wichita, Kansas, okay? And whenever I travel the country, like, sometimes it's cool, like, But sometimes it's lonely. Like sometimes I don't always know who I'm on the road with. Sometimes I don't get along with the other comics. It's not as glamorous as you guys might think or whatever. But here's the thing. So at this point, I had been on the road for a while. I was in Wichita, Kansas. Whenever I land somewhere, I always call my girlfriend, and I'm like, hey, I'm here, you know, just checking in. And the first question out of my girlfriend's mouth is always, did you cheat on me? And I'm like, okay, well, first of all, we live in LA, so if I cheated on you, it would be in LA, not in fucking Wichita, Kansas. Okay? People are ugly in Wichita, I'm sorry. I was like, but at this point, like, I'm homesick. I've been on the road for like 2 weeks. I don't know, this town sucks, like, it's boring. I don't know the comics here, like, I'm bored, I'm lonely, I'm homesick, you know, I miss you. And that was when I thought, like, okay, you know, girls know how to push our buttons. She's like, oh, like, you're lonely, like, you miss me, like, well, if you're lonely and you miss me, just cut a hole in your pillow. Like, oh, you fucking bitch, dude, are you serious? I told you that at a moment of weakness when I was vulnerable, and you're fucking over your fucking face, dude, when I'm like 2,000 miles away. You're a fucking bitch, dude. Fuck you. That's it, I'm leaving. Yeah, that's it, dude. I'm leaving. Thank you guys for coming so much. Come say hi afterwards, and I really appreciate you guys being here. So, I'm leaving. Give it up for my brother Peter Says one more time! Man of the hood! Give it up for my brother one more time, please!
Alright guys, thank you for coming out. Make sure you tip your waitresses. Go see my brother. He has some dope shirts. Thank you for coming out. Love all you. Thank you for supporting comedy. Bye.